Hello, everyone, and welcome to today pizza with Chloe in the morning. Not in the morning, in the afternoon, almost into the evening. But gonna try my best to get a stream going. I'm gonna make sure that it's working. I'm actually glad I did. Yesterday I tried streaming, and I got about halfway in, and things just broke. I'm also getting new things breaking. Oh, um, Okay, my display capture is not working. So before I get too started, I have to tell it to do something like, let's try it. Where are you? Actually, usually I use Discord. So Discord's just a great way of having a big screen, and then I can tell it to please copy the Discord screen, although I don't see it. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Just having a super tough time. Let's try it again. Cancel, display capture, Google Chrome. Discord! Okay, and now we should get the entire screen, hopefully, coming through soon. Not really sure why we're not getting the full screen. I mean, I'm sure for now, but... And hopefully it is not trying to get me to... it should be working now, and it is not, though. So... Ha! I did it. Perfect. We've solved the problem number one. So on the right hand side of the screen, you can see my notes from Obsidian. The left hand side of the notes, you can see the session notes from uncloak.org. I have a link here. Maybe I'll try zooming in a little bit on my notes as well. It's a bit easier to see. And it's just from uncloak.org. So again, uncloak.org dash courses dash Rust plus cryptography plus engineering courses, the date, session 4 notes. So I'm going to be going through this. My name is Chloe, as I said. I am the co-founder of the Marmor J Foundation. I generally try these days and focus on supporting the Marmor J research DAO. And the way I tangibly try and do that is through contributions to Uncloak. And my contributions are not as weighty as I would like them to be, but we start where we start, and this is what I do so far. So a few times a week I try and stream through, first of all, the session notes so that I can feel like I understand them, so that I feel like when we have our session 4 tomorrow on Friday, which I'm very excited about, Friday, December 9th, I'll have a good overview of what questions might come up, what I don't understand fully, so at least I'm ready for Friday's study group. That is my bare minimum. So let's just get started. I am going to, generally when I start on this channel in general, I try not to start by reading. I generally try and start by having it be read to me, which does not... What? The browser is giving me the real Google speaking again. Okay, so for those that watch this or go back, normally I have to use a different browser for this, but for some reason, this browser, I don't know why, is allowing me to just speak things normally. And I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to be very excited about it, and I'm going to keep trying to make this work. But anyways, on Chrome, go down to speech, say start speaking, and then...
Review of Chapter 5, 6 and Exercise Solutions. Chapter 7 is heavily obsolete. This week's reading will focus on authenticated encryption, the TLS handshake, AEADs, GCM, and Cha-Cha 20 Poly 1305. Reading this week will be external to the book. External reading, authenticated encryption. Wikipedia has seen the following Wikipedia articles on the two most commonly used AEADs. Galois counter mode. Wikipedia. GCM is older than the next entry, generally regarded secure, but less secure and slower than Cha-Cha Poly. Some machines have special instruction sets for computing AES, which makes GCM faster. AES GCM can only be securely implemented at the hardware level if timing side channel attacks are to be avoided. There are also concerns about the 128-bit AES block size, reducing security against collision resistance. Cha-Cha 20 Poly 1305, Wikipedia, is a faster, more secure AEAD, standardized in 2015. Both algorithms are standardized for use in TLS-SSL, and widely used. The algorithm takes a 256-bit key, and software implementations are less vulnerable to timing attacks. It takes two to Cha-Cha, Poly, Cloudflare Cha-Cha 20 Poly and AE Explainer, TLS. Familiarize yourself with TLS handshakes and the Rustls library. You are welcome to continue to use OpenSSL, though all future examples will be given with Rustls and exclusively Rust-based implementations, where possible. What happens in a TLS handshake? SSL handshake. Cloudflare. How does SSL work? SSL certificates and TLS. Cloudflare Transport Layer Security. Wikipedia recommended libraries for this week. Cha-Cha 20 Poly 1305, Rust Crypto Library librs AES GCM, Rust Crypto Library librs AEAD, Rust Crypto Library librs Optional Extra Reading, 2007 paper introducing authenticated encryption as a primitive, https://eprin.iacr.org/2000/025 PDF.
So what I wanted to do last time was actually check to see how well that played. So what I'm going to do now is simply... Oh, it's working wonderfully. I can hear it great. So now, again, literally I'm pulling notes out of the note that I want to take notes on. That's literally all I'm doing right now. So when it comes to like Rust LS, I'm going to just, pull that up. There you go. First hit is the Rust LS library, because again, I'm going to have to go through it later. Let's put some brackets around that bad boy. Let's put some of these. Boom. There we go. So look at TLS, Rust LS. What happens in a in a TLS handshake? Reading through that. How does SSL work? Definitely excited to read through that one. So why does this look like this? Whoops. There we go. That's a bit more clear about what's happening here. There we go. Maybe I can just do that. No, you don't like me. Oh gosh, what did I do? Okay, so why are you like this? What? Ugh, sometimes. There we go. There we go. I don't know why there's a huge spacing here. Maybe it's just, it's just the way it's written out. There you go. That's going to make it a bit easier for me. Actually, maybe I'll just make the words are good size. A bit small, but, and let's go back to the course. Okay, so how does it work? More Cloudflare stuff. Transport layer security, and then I want to put this on a new line. What are the recommended readings? The recommended readings are all on TLS. I don't like when it does this. Okay, honestly just fixing formatting things because it bothers me. What? You're telling me I could... Oh. There we go. And then optional extra reading if I decide that sounds fun. Okay, now there's some exercises which actually look quite fun and entertaining. So those are the notes. These are the exercises. It's probably going to copy and paste that little cute thing already anyways. Yep. Oh, he put them as doubles. Maybe I'll do like that. And do like session 4. Maybe I'll do like 2 for notes and then exercises. Maybe I'll give them their own link so you can just drop directly down to it. And then these sound like fun little questions, and I dislike how it's not gonna show me most of the stuff, but let me just write it out for myself. This question number 1. Justify or disqualify each of the following schemes with message M, tag T, and ciphertext C. And then it's saying basically you have one of them where T equals the MAC on the message. So basically you MAC the message and that's the tag, right? And I usually make 2 of them just because I'm not very good at, like, I gotta get better at like making spaces, like leaving a space between my latex, but for now, just want to write it out. The ciphertext, the ciphertext equals the encryption on the message. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to send the ciphertext and the tag. And is that like an efficient scheme? The next one is, I'm just going to do this again. No! You're just difficult, aren't you? Okay, be difficult. T equals the MAC of M. And then what you are going to do is the ciphertext equals the encryption. This is where it gets a little complicated. The message concatenated with the tag. So in the first one, it seems like the ciphertext is just the encryption of the message. The tag is the MAC on the message, and send the ciphertext and the tag, which is the MAC. You MAC'd the message to authenticate it was actually the person. So the second one, the ciphertext, they're saying is the encryption of the MAC plus the tag, and that's the tag, send C. That seems much more efficient for the way to do things. So that seems correct to me. Send C. That one looks better. And there's a different one where I can only do 2 in a row apparently, but you have C is the encryption of M, and you have the tag T is the MAC on C, and then you're going to send, oops, sorry, tired already. It's been a long day. I was supposed to do this at like 8 a.m. and the day just got away from me. Okay, so this one, the ciphertext is in the encryption of the message. Wait, I did that wrong, right? Yeah, see, like I like having more spaces between them. So I'm gonna have to just, no, obviously that's not gonna work. I wanna say like latex symbol to leave empty space between expressions. No, that's not what. So I can use a bunch of these things to do spaces, apparently. seems like this might be just the way to do it. Let's see. And then if that didn't do crap. Just made things very confusing for me. Nope. That ain't gonna work. Let's try something better. Because I think technically the easiest way is just to put a $sign there, put a $sign there, and just go like that. Like for this one, I think that's a, nope. Whoops. Is there a period there? And then just to space things out a little bit better. Okay, so with the third one, you have the ciphertext, which is the encryption of the message. That makes sense. Maybe I should spin these around. Maybe like that just to confuse you. But the tag is the MAC on the message. Oh, what? The tag is the MAC of the ciphertext. So you're going to authenticate the ciphertext then, maybe? And then send the ciphertext and the tag. The tag would then help you validate the ciphertext, but I don't think it helps you validate the message. Just the ciphertext can't be switched, but maybe that's the same then if you can't change the ciphertext. Again, I'm not trying to actually answer the questions right now. I'm just trying to go through them and make sure I understand them for when they're being asked during class. Just to be clear, this is not question answering time, just question posing time. You're the adversary watching a TLS handshake. Pick 3 steps from TLS handshake -os dev wiki and describe how the step prevents you from pick 1. So I do like this one. It sounds very fun because it allows me to read this paper and kind of get some notes here. So this is my new way of just handling notes for each week. I'm going to try my best to kind of start taking notes above. Try my best to... I was doing it on HackMD previously because Thor and I were working together. But this hopefully allows me to get started on my own type of note-taking and information and then move it over to HackMD when it is time for that. So currently, the first piece of information is just like what is authenticated encryption. Authentication encryption is, in my opinion, like it's in the word, it's in the title, it's quite straightforward. But maybe we could take a little note off of Wikipedia, but just again using some sort of authentication, protocol like some MAC system authentication, and then have some sort of encryption protocol or service as well. And so AEADs is kind of trying to talk about specific ones. The TLS handshake in general. There's just so much fun stuff to read here. So again, if we want to look at like authenticated encryption, oh nice. I love when it's just like one line and you're like, okay, well I'm obviously just gonna like copy this down so that if anyone asks, I can just give them one word as an answer. So you have this, and I'm literally just gonna take down the note and be like, dude, Wikipedia says AE, and then with associated data, so AEAD, are forms of encryption which simultaneously assure the confidentiality and authenticity of data. So that should be relatively clear. A whole article on Wikipedia talking about encrypt then MAC, encrypt and MAC, and all the stuff that I forget that I've read about like a week ago, and just whoop right through my one ear out the other. But again, the textbook does go through AEAD relatively well in my opinion, and so don't need to dig into that too much. Galloy's CTM counter mode. Again, I will just take the simplest note for each of these, and I will go through later and read through all of this. But we'll do a quick just read through the top. Okay. In cryptography, GCM, Galois, counter mode, whatever, is a mode of operation, which you can dig into. Is an algorithm that uses a block cipher to provide information security, such as confidentiality or authenticity. A block cipher by itself is only suitable for the secure cryptographic transformation of one fixed length group of bits called a block. I didn't know that it had Wikipedia's bomb, my guy. Change preview settings. Aw, you can't increase them anyways. Close. Cool. For its first semantic cryptography, cryptographic block ciphers, which is widely adopted for its performance. GCM throughput rates for state-of-the-art high-speed communication channels can be achieved with inexpensive hardware resources. Specifically talking about hardware, we talked about that in kind of the article. The operation is AEAD. Wait, algorithm designed to perform AEAD, data authenticity, and confidentiality. GCM is defined for block ciphers with a block size of 128 bits. So GMAC is like Osley, which conform with the code. Both CAK. Maybe that's the only thing that mattered to me in this whole thing. Different block cipher modes are appreciated because they have different performance. Even when users say block cipher, GCM things will data processing. That's the kind of stuff to me that fine. Let's give you your own spot, and let's just take UCM parallel processing can be efficient use of an instruction pipeline or a hardware pipeline. By contrast, cipher blockchain (CBC) incurs pipeline stalls that hamper its efficiency and performance. Instruction pipeline. I don't want to read the whole thing, but what do you mean? Implementing instruction level parallelism. Okay, yeah. Parallel processing. I'll take the whole note because I'm going to want to read more into that later, but that's all I wanted to read about that. I'll go into more of it later, but Cha-Cha is where I'm definitely more interested. So I don't know why it keeps going to the bottom of the page, but maybe I guess he wanted us to look at specifically the use in other places and how I can dig in. Haha, I actually like that. So when I click this one, the use. Oh, that's funny. It went right to the resources. Oh, maybe because there wasn't. Oh, use. It's in use in Ethernet security, use for VPNs, OpenVPN. Okay. Cha-Cha though, IPsec, SSH, TLS1, TLS 1.3, WireGuard. It's in OpenSSL, so it's used everywhere. My gosh. And Cloud, Cloudflare or whatever uses Cha-Cha Poly takes two. So Cha-Cha is an AED algorithm that combines Cha-Cha 20 with that's fun. And okay, so this is the encryption part, and this is the MAC part. So that to me, straightforward enough for what to dig into that. Its usage in IETF protocols is standardized in RFC 8439. It has fast software performance, and without hardware acceleration is usually faster than. Okay, that's important as well. So obviously GCM, AES GCM has hardware acceleration, and so that's its own thing. But Cha-Cha Poly generally faster. Interesting enough. Okay, It takes two to cha-cha Polly. Is this about like cha-cha Polly being used together? Cha-cha Polly. The seal. Okay. Cipher and a Mac. Yeah. Okay. I'll take notes on this next time. Seems like a pretty basic paper, or like a simple paper. So I will. Let's expand this. Notes, articles, new note. It takes two to cha-cha Polly. And then generally cha-cha Polly. And then article. I think it's just like generally such a basic article that like I'll just do like intro. Whoops. And then I'll just do like it's basic stuff, but still I like taking notes for the article. And they did use two, so perfect. And then in here I should be able to find you. There you go, Cha-Cha Polly. And then we can link to it for later. And then hopefully I'll be able to do this for all my notes. Whoops. So for example, like it could be session 4, week 4, and then like what is AEAD. So if I take notes on GCM or Cha-Cha, which I probably won't do, but I will take notes on the Cha-Cha Polly article, which I'll probably stream tomorrow. And then these articles, I'll probably read them all and try and get notes for all of them, to be completely honest. I'll probably try and do it. I don't have much time next week, but I'll probably try and do it early. Actually, crap, I'm flying again. But this is the goal. So here are the libraries, the Rust LS library, but specifically for Cha-Cha, GCM, and all that fun stuff. There's an optional reading paper here, which I will open up. We have some libraries, which I won't take notes on, but good to see. And I guess there's more exercises that are going to be added using these libraries. So what happens? How does it work? And then another one on Wikipedia. So this again, and like just maybe not even worth taking a note on. Maybe it is worth taking a note on. I'm not sure. Maybe actually, you know what I should just do? I should just let's open all three actually. How does it work? And then open it on Wikipedia. So these are like what you have. It takes two, right? Cha-Cha Polly, then you have like AEAD, relations among notions and analysis of generic composition paradigm. That sounds fun, but more of a paper. And then you have like TLS, and then just like what is TLS. So generally, when I'm doing something like this, I would just take the first one and oops, not what I wanted to do, and make this the basic kind of question. So transport layer security, TLS, is a cryptographic protocol designed to provide communication security over a computer network. Okay, simple enough. But like, yeah, the protocol is widely used in applications of email, messaging, and voice over IP, VoIP, but its use in securing HTTPS remains the most publicly visible. The TLS protocol aims primarily to provide security, including privacy, confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity through the use of cryptography, such as the use of certificates between two or more. Okay. Datagram. TLS is a proposed IETF standard Sure. It's kind of boring. Maybe I'll just take this and like it's gonna take all the links with it, and then I can just be like, if someone wants to read about this, that is what it does. I mean, like, maybe if someone's a transport layer security, simple enough. Wait, did I? Yeah. If you look at on Wikipedia, that's what you get. And it seems like the article's taking us to specifically TLS 1.0. Not really sure why, but in my opinion, there's so much to read here. Not too big of a deal. If someone wants to dig in, it's there. These two articles, though, I would like to just... Actually, let's take out this Rust LS. And let's just... Okay, so we expand this when it goes to books. I'll take a full book. Articles... new note. Probably to put this into a folder eventually, but the first note is going to be this paper, which isn't too long at all, actually. So, analysis of generic composition, CVC Mac, HMac. Okay. Doesn't seem very long. Seems fun. Not sure if... I mean, it's not that long, actually, at all. So, I want to do one, just be like TLS, to be honest. And then have it be with these two articles. TLS, like SSL, maybe. And then just be like... how does SSL work? SSL, TSL... So TLS and SSL maybe, and then we have article number 1, and we have. So this one's like what happens in a TLS handshake, and this one's called like how does SSL work? But they're all technically under SSL, and so it's like let's just do this. Wow, you're being difficult. 1, 2, and then I have the articles. Honestly, they're so short. I feel like it's just literally taking notes on the both of these, reading through them. So maybe I'll just read them first and do like an intro, and then I'll just do like high level notes, and then I'll just do like things to know about TLS, things to know about SSL, and then simple enough. For this paper, what I would like to do is, seems like a very specific article title, so let's keep the entire title down here. Let's use this here. Whoops. Oops. Usually I do like an abstract that's like above everything else. But I'll be simple about it today. Intro. And then the abstract. Intro. And then, yeah, we can dig into things there. The paper's there. So yeah, benefits here is that, oops, I need a title. Authenticated encryption, relations among notions, an analysis of the generic composition paradigm. Relations. I don't like having like a long title because on Google it'll mess it up. So I'll keep it like this. So we have an article set up, or notes set up to go through this article next week, hopefully Monday or Tuesday. We have to read through the Cha-Cha Poly. It takes you to Poly. this one here. It takes two, touch of poly, sorry. Why did I write it like that? It takes two, touch of poly. So that'll be a fun one. I'll go through these probably honestly all next week. This one's again pretty short as well. All the notes are here. We have TLS and SSL in general, kind of like more information about them, specifically from the context of the Cloudflare articles. And then under week 2, the real reason I'm doing this is so that when I'm talking about TLS, I can just write this, and then it'll link directly to the article that I write later. And then it takes two to poly. Cha-cha poly. Ah, yes, that one's already there. So I have like 3 different things for that. And then optional reading. Again, I'll just put in, what did I name it? AE relations. There you go. So it's all kind of at least linked here, even though it's not kind of in order in the article notes. It's in article at least for week 4 notes. The exercises again are below. I'll get to those soon. I should be able to add. Actually, what? Oh no, I'm in the right folder. I thought that was in the wrong folder for a second. Git add git commit week 4 session notes overview, I guess maybe. I gotta fix this still. Still haven't fixed my GitHub. Get my thing. I haven't eaten any pizza this whole stream, but it's 36 minutes in, so I will end the stream soon / now. But before I do end the stream, I will get kind of this all posted up. So git push. And so when we go to the GitHub, wherever that is, let's go to the my GitHub repositories. So under Doulos 819 on GitHub, if you go to the repositories for MJR, MarmarJ Research, you'll be able to find the research category here, the notes that are here. And today I just worked on this part, the crypto engineering study group, the week 4 notes. And so this is all it kind of here. Again, it is pretty much exactly what's on the Uncloak website. I pretty much just take it through. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. And so I want to make sure that I have my understanding of the notes. And then, of course, it also has like the books, articles, and then has like the other notes that I write as well as I go through things. I am well behind, I think, on like what I should be contributing. I did a quick contributors guide as well, but I do try and like do. So yeah, so just last pointer. Thor 314. Uncloak, here you go. In the Uncloak repo, and all of it is here, you can see how people are submitting their own updates. So in Zero Knowledge, yesterday some resource links got added for Zero Knowledge, which is pretty cool. So for me, like, you can see what specific got added, and you can see that INTLDDS was the person who helped submit this PR, which is super cool. And so you can see how on the main website, if you go to, where are we? Z for Zero Knowledge, topic Zero Knowledge, and you'll start seeing, where is it? Anyways, new information was added here a couple days ago. So to me, that's pretty cool. Anyone can support by adding information they'd like. Currently, I'm supporting mainly by supporting this kind of crypto engineering study group. But as people complete exercises from the study group and read through these topics, the notes that we take, for example, could become articles. So, for example, articles on Cha-Cha Poly, articles on TLS or SSL specifically, how are they the same, how are they different, can all eventually be added here. So hopefully this was helpful to somebody. It was definitely helpful for me to kind of get a handle around what week 4 is looking like for the crypto engineering study group from Uncloak. If anyone would like to participate with the study group, it is you can just come to uncloak.org, scroll down to the courses, and start participating yourself. In the group syllabus, There is more information about the textbook we've been going through, the Discord you can join, how the lectures are on YouTube. And so lots. I mean, I wanted to do a stream on the number theory explained article. So a couple of days yesterday, I started doing like this number theory explained notes. So I'll be doing that as well. It's a wonderful article going through pretty much everything you could expect to know when going through number theory from first principles. And it's just not loading right now, but I'll load it for next time. There you go. So yeah. Toodles all. I'm gonna eat some pizza now, and probably honestly read some of these articles or papers. There's just so much fun things to read right now. Actually, I'll probably end up reading these like TLS SSL articles because they're so short. So let me just perfect. Like it takes two shots of poly. It's like a 10-minute read again. And then again, all I really have to do for these wonderful 10-minute reads is come here. Do all this, and I guess I can go to here and just say speech, start speaking.
Not long ago we introduced support
And then,
for TLS cipher suites based on the Cha-Cha 20 Poly 1305
Okay.
AEAD
Bye
for
all.
all our customers. Back then